What's up, family? Welcome to the Toe2Toe Sports Show, where we talk about everything from football to baseball to basketball to boxing. And oh yeah, can't forget about our Dawgs and Gators.
You never know what you'll hear from Kb Steveo, and you'll never know who you'll see stopping by to kick it with the guys.
So make sure you check us out live every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and YouTube Live. Peace.
I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.
Hey,
My boy, I don't know what's going on with my camera over here, but this thing done cut off on me and will not come back on.
oh man,
It's all good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, my boy.
Well, that's an important part. I'm gonna let you lead today, man, while I try to figure this thing out.
Welcome to the Toe2Toe Podcast. It's your boy KB, Steve over there. You know what I'm saying? You'll see his mug in a minute when he get his camera situated. Happy holidays.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? How was the holiday with the fam?
Man, it was beautiful, man. Of course, you know, it's always great when you get around family and friends and, you know what I mean, get to see good people that you haven't seen in a long time in certain situations. So we had a good time, man. My wife's grandmother comes down from Illinois. We don't get to really see her, but maybe like twice a year. So having her around, man, and we actually hosted this year, Christmas Day. So we were able to have everybody come here. I ain't have to drive. I ain't have to get the kids together. I ain't have to load up a bunch of stuff and haul it from one place to the other. So it was actually pretty good, man. Pretty decent. I can't complain. How about yourself, man?
It was cool, man. You know, we had the matching PJs. You know, took pictures with the kids. They hate taking pictures when they want to play. It was good, man. We got, you know, the majority of stuff on that list. Shout out to the grandparents that always kick in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a good one, man. It was a good family-filled day. A bunch of movies, the Home Alones, Snowy Days, all the family stuff. So it was cool, man. It was cool. So got New Year's Eve coming up. We usually do they call some boards, like vision boards. We usually do vision boards.
Okay.
Yeah, we usually like draw or like cut out stuff on what we want to do. We'll pull out the ones from last year, see what we knocked off the list, see what we did. We'll do that, get the kids some sparkling grape juice and apple juice. And yeah, man, try to stay awake till midnight.
Hey man, I feel it, man. That's what's happening, man. Do your boys a favor. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that share button. Make sure y'all hit that follow button. Christian, man, how you doing? KB's man. Start the show off, man. We going into the college football playoff. The big games are getting ready to happen. A couple bowl games have already happened and went down. When you talk about your expectations of college football and this being their time to shine, man. So far, man, what have you thought about just the bowl game so far? Not even going into the actual playoffs that's coming up, just the bowl games overall. What have you thought?
I mean, I think the ones that we expected to be good haven't really been that good. But the ones that nobody probably will watch, like Army and UConn, you know what I'm saying, was good. I did see BYU beat up on Georgia Tech, which is understandable. They lost a lot of people. Sorry we had to do that to you boys, but it is what it is. Let's see what other LSU. That game yesterday was really good. LSU and Houston. I caught the second half of that one. Houston won. We'll get back to the LSU because all of their staff, defensive wise, is staying. So the fact that they got beat on by Houston. Hey man, it's some issues in that building. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I feel like with Houston, you got kind of caught off guard if you didn't watch them. I know Houston had been a good team all year long. I know Houston plays a pretty good brand of football when it comes to ball control, moving the ball. I think a lot of people too, when you play the SEC, like your boy say, everybody gonna take a shot at you. And LSU had been disappointing from the start. I think people had their quarterback being one of the top quarterbacks in the nation. Was supposed to be one of the top going in the draft, and they were supposed to have this elite defense that was supposed to be good from front to back. With your boy, Perkins, I think his name was, and I think it's just like our boy Christian said, man, that it has been trash and just been disappointing all season long when it comes to LSU, and this just kind of capped it off. I don't see how Lane looked at this job and said, "Hey, this is going to put me in a better position than I was already in when it comes to winning, actually." Now, money-wise, financially, yes, of course, LSU brought the bag. But do you think he's going to have more resources as far as things to help him actually win on the field? When you already were the team in Ole Miss that was doing pretty good. I kind of look at Ole Miss and LSU as being about the same to me. But, LSU brought the money. We'll see if he can do it. But I think LSU has been disappointing since they hired Brian Kelly. Since they let Ogeron go, I think LSU has been kind of on the downward trend.
Yeah, man. I think LSU, it says a lot. They spent a lot of money. They're going to be spending a lot of money. This portal, when it opened, don't be surprised when you see a bunch of big names go to LSU. They literally try to get 4 or 5 guys on our roster. They try to get a coach. They're trying to get who they can. But I think where we are in the portal world, that now guys just aren't moved necessarily by the dollar. You're going to get guys that's moved by the dollar to some extent, but guys that are successful at one school, like a Jaden Ball, for example, who is getting offered $1.75, $2 million to go play. The way you're like, I'll settle for a 1.5 and stay where I'm at, where I'm comfortable, versus leaving a school going to somewhere that's unknown. And I think you'll have a lot more guys that are like the cream of the crop of their schools, that coaches, that feel good in their situation and not going to leave. But they're going to get some people. I just don't know that the names will make a difference, because LSU team was already got big names, and their team still went 7-5 with the same staff that's there. The only difference is like 2 or 3 coaches for the most part. And I don't know if those coaches actually made them better. So it'll be interesting to see how LSU does. So it was a disappointing year for them. Clemson lost to Penn State. I was surprised at that.
Yeah, me too. Penn State, I didn't think would be able to come into that game and kind of compete with Clemson. I thought Clemson would be kind of looking toward the future, playing a lot of guys that would be getting burned next year, and a lot of guys who would be playing a major role next year. And I was a little disappointed. Looking at Dabo and kind of the recruiting classes he stacked, I kind of expected a little bit more. Yeah, man, I don't know. I just feel like Dabo really might be the writing on the wall. Dabo next year in Clemson might be his last year if it doesn't go how they kind of expect it to. That's just me. I don't know. I expected more. Like you said, I was shocked Clemson who was able to let them boys even hang around in the game, let alone win the game. So maybe Penn State is on the rise, though. Maybe Penn State is on the up. Who is the next head coach?
It was going to be Troutwine, but it's not. Shout out to the Gators. It's going to be Matt Campbell from Iowa State, I'm going to say. Yeah. So I think I don't expect him to do any better than what Franklin had them doing. I don't expect that. Franklin is a hell of a recruiter. I don't know that Campbell is. And I think Penn State may have jumped the gun with firing Franklin. I think this is going to be something where they're going to look back and be like, we probably shouldn't have done that when we did.
You think so?
Yeah, because I don't think Matt Campbell is going to bring them on double-digit wins. They're not going to be in a national championship contention. Not now, especially if it go to 12 and it goes just from the top 12.
Yeah,
16, like there's no way. Like their schedule, I don't think they'll beat the Indiana's, Michigans. I think Michigan is going to be crazy now with Kyle Whittingham there.
Yeah, I think that's
State.
a good. If you look at what Whittingham did with some of the quarterbacks he had at Utah, and kind of look at Bryce Underwood, I think that's a good matchup, man. I think they could definitely execute that scheme that he liked to run with those mobile quarterbacks a whole lot more efficient than you had at Utah. My thing is, can you recruit with the Ryan Days of the world and everybody else that's poaching talent from the North?
I think Kyle Whittingham can. When you look at how Utah has been built, they've been built like a Michigan, like Jim Harbaugh team. They are built in the trenches and they're been built out. And they usually have a quarterback who's a dual threat running quarterback. They usually get the shifty running backs, and they always have speed. Like Utah isn't a destination for recruiting. Like people don't go to Utah, you know what I'm saying? Be like, oh, I want to go to Utah like they would a Miami or Atlanta. So the fact that he was doing it at Utah, Michigan, the money behind him, the defense that he brings, his reputation that he brings, it'll be interesting to see who he hires as his coordinators.
You're right.
But yeah, I think they'll recruit just as good, if not better, than they were under Sharon.
You would hope it will be better because you know the resources at Michigan when it comes to football are very, 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 very different than Utah. I mean, yeah, I think you got Tom Brady, who's a call away in Michigan, man, whereas Utah, I can't even really think. I don't disrespect Utah, but I don't know who their most popular quarterback is that they could call. So yeah. I'm just saying, having that type of resource or that type of personnel around the Charles Woodsons of the world, the Tom Brady's of the world.
Barstool.
Yeah, Barstool, man. You got endless resources, and I think Whittingham will do a good job. Again, just can you compete with the Ryan Days of the world? And at this point, what's the coach name from Indiana? Him. Can you compete with them? Yeah. Those are the only two, like you said. Well, I don't know. I think USC probably about a year
Oregon.
USC really hasn't been them like we expected. I think I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with USC. I'm gonna just be real with you.
I think their offense, they're very predicated on quarterback play out there, and I don't think their defense has been as stout as typically would. But they may go get DJ Lagway. That's who they wanted in the beginning. So you never know.
Yeah. All right, man. So you're looking at these bowl games. You're looking at each one, man. You're thinking about the bowls and how they're going to go. Oregon will be at Texas Tech. So when you think about that game, and what's the biggest difference maker? Or what do you think wins that game?
I think Texas Tech. The thing with Oregon, right? Oregon has, well, I don't know. Is Will Stein still calling plays for them, or did he already move on to Kentucky?
I think he'll still be calling plays.
If he's still calling the plays, take that back. Maybe Texas Tech, because this is a really weird situation where you have a lot of players for Oregon have been hitting the portal, right? And they're still in the running for a national championship. And I want to attribute this to the portal having a one-time window that opens up in January 2nd, something like that. And that's the only time people can get into the portal now. That maybe now you have kids going in there to say like, hey, I'm going to be available. And Dan Lanning is like, well, if you go in the portal, bye. Yeah, I've seen about 5 and 6 guys.
They got to fix the timing because as a kid, I don't want to disrupt my team, telling my team who's getting ready to play for a national championship, hey, I'm about to dip. But at the same time, it's in my best interest to put it out there that I am getting ready to leave. So I believe they have to fix that, man. They got to come up with a way to kind of find a solution where these kids can go ahead and still make those type of declarations and it not hinder them from playing or it not hinder them from having their opportunities minimized because of the timing. So something has to be done on either side.
I think what you see, I think what they should do is put the portal after signing day. Like maybe move the signing day up to early January, middle January, and then after that, put the portal after high school recruiting is done. So that way it makes high school recruiting important again. And you focus on those kids, and then you have the portal to supplement for those players. And I think that would kind of solve that situation, and it'll solve the opt-outs, because seeing players opt out and your team's in the quarterfinals is crazy.
Yeah, true. But, do you think that hinders Oregon? Do you think Oregon is able to go in there and get the win from Texas Tech? Who do you think wins this game?
I think Texas Tech wins, because I don't know. Texas Tech isn't bad. Like, you're not playing a team like, if it was against JMU second round, sure. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even the Ole Miss, like, sure. You know, you might be missing a few guys. You can still outplay them. Texas Tech is just good, bro. Like, I don't think you can go to Texas. I don't think you can go against Texas Tech and not be full throttle, full team, and beat those guys.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Dan Lanning in this one. I'm going to trust Dan Lanning in the defensive style that he plays to just be too much for the Texas Tech offense. I think Dan Lanning in the defensive line is going to be the difference maker, and I think the offensive line as well will hold up for Oregon enough where they can get the run game going and control the ball. If Oregon turns the ball over or has a higher turnover differential, they will lose that game. I will say that. But I'm going to pick Oregon and Dan Lanning, just based off the strength of what they have up front on both sides of the ball, to be able to go in there and control both lines of scrimmage and go in there and get the W. But they got to hold on to the ball, and you need at least 2 to 3 big plays per quarter. So that's about, 6 to 8 big plays for Oregon. If they can get that, I think they can go in there and get the W, and I think they'll upset the number 4 seed, Texas Tech. So I'm going to go with Oregon in this one.
All right.
Alabama, the number 9 seed, will go on to face Indiana. Looks like they'll be playing in the Rose Bowl out there in California. Hey, man, who you got, man? What you think gonna happen? What's the difference maker in this game? Then give me your prediction.
The difference maker in this game is I think the back end of Indiana's, like their DBs. If they can stop Ryan Williams and Sand and just those wide receivers that they have, because they are usually like 1 or 2 plays away from buzzing a big one. So I don't know that I expect Indiana to stop them. I think their front 4, their front 7 is better than Alabama's. I just want to see how they hold up on the back end, because Bama is going to throw the ball. They're going to carve you up. Their plays are very good. Ryan Grubb is a very, very, very good OC, very good play call, especially in the passing game. So I have Indiana, but they better be able to run with Bama for sure.
Yeah, I look at this game and I see Bama having to play like the best game of the season, and that's tough for them, because they went into UGA and beat Georgia and was pretty much unstoppable on third down. They're going to have to play at that level or even higher if they want to actually go in and beat Indiana in this game. I think Indiana's coming in with a lot of momentum. They beat Ohio State. They've been rolling through the Big Ten championship, and now I think they have the ability to actually run the table. And I actually got Indiana winning this game. I think it'll be a little bit closer than most people expect, but I think Indiana will walk away with this one pretty handily toward the end. I just don't think Alabama has enough on the defensive side of the ball to kind of stop Indiana and to hold them. But Alabama still has that Alabama defensive line and that Alabama defensive pedigree. It's just that they haven't been the same Bama on the back end that we've used to seeing, with the elite cornerbacks and the elite safety play. And I think that may be the Achilles heel, especially when you're playing against Mendoza, a quarterback of his stature, a Heisman Trophy winner. I think he can go in there and rise to this occasion and rise to this moment. And I think Indiana will win this game.
Yeah, I got Indiana winning for sure.
Cool. Ole Miss versus Georgia. I'm going to take off the Georgia glasses and the Georgia hat for a second. Just for a second. Just for a second. Right? If I did see because it's first of all, it's very hard to beat the team twice. Y'all heard me say that now for the last 2-3 weeks, and you guys have seen me show you exactly what I talked about when we talked about Alabama and Oklahoma. Games were very similar. Oklahoma jumped out on them. We thought Oklahoma was going to run away with that game, but Bama was able to persevere and come back. Do I see a scenario where Georgia jumps out on Ole Miss and Ole Miss kind of reels it back in? Yes. Only difference is I think Georgia actually has a way better defense than any other team in this playoff right now. I'm comfortable with saying that Georgia has the number one defense in the college football playoff right now, and I think that'll carry them throughout not only this game, but all the way through the championship and hoisting the trophy. I think Georgia shuts down Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss quarterback doesn't really have time to sit back there and pick them apart. I don't know if he could anyways, even if he had a clean pocket. I've seen him kind of throw some balls into the dirt or throw the ball like 5 to 10 yards over the wide receiver's head. I think missing Lane Kiffin, who is a key when you're talking about this matchup earlier in the season, because Lane versus Kirby is always a heavyweight matchup. But without Lane Kiffin, I see Georgia kind of winning this game handily and probably walking away with it late in the third.
I don't think it's going to be close at all unless Georgia just implodes and just continues to shoot themselves in the foot. I think two things are true, right? I think Tulane showed how to beat Ole Miss, right? I think they gave a updated version of like, yo, you can beat them. You just have to have somebody as physical and as fast as them, but it's possible because Tulane was holding them down. But then I also think Kirby Smart with a 2-week break, you have to be a special type of team and a special type of offensive play caller to beat Kirby on a 2-week break. When he has 2-3 weeks to prepare for you, even 3, I'm sure they set back. And when they, at the end of their last game was like, pretty sure Ole Miss is going to beat Tulane. So it's not like they were really like sitting back like,
man, you got to respect your opponent, man. You can't.
No.
Like that.
I mean, like while they are on their bye week, I think that they prepared 70% for Ole Miss, 30% for Tulane, right? And I think they already. So you're looking at a 3-week preparation for Georgia against Ole Miss. I don't see it. Ole Miss is trying to find out who's calling the plays, who's staying, who's going. Georgia has just been sitting back, licking their teeth. I don't think anybody in this conference playoffs would match up well against Georgia when they had a 3-week break. Kirby is masterful when he has a break. The only people that would beat him would be a Saban. That would be like the only guy that would beat him when they had this break, probably just because he had that little mental game over him at that time. I literally don't see Georgia losing this game. I think it'll be over realistically by halftime. And I don't think Ole Miss will get close.
We'll see. I won't say over with by halftime, but I do expect for this game to be over with. Let's listen to what Kirby had to say. I remember you mentioned something earlier about players opting out during the playoffs. Let's listen to what Kirby had to say about that.
We're focused on this team. I think it would be remiss to say that we're focused on roster management. We're not focused on it. We're focused on prep and getting better. And for a while, it's been like intrinsically looking at ourselves and asking each player, did you come here to develop? Did you truly come here to develop? Because if you did, all your buddies are out there right now. Everybody's, announcing what they're doing. I'm announcing that I'm going in the portal. I'm announcing that I'm re-signing. How about you announce that you're getting better and you're going to practice and like actually do what the 20 and 30 years of college football players did before you, which was practice in December when they're on good teams and get better. Because if you're going to play somewhere else, you know what you need to do? You need to get better. If you're going to play here, you know what you need to do? You need to get better. If you want to go to the National Football League and play, this is your last chance to get better. Because they're not going to give you much opportunity. They're going to cut you or keep you based on how you do. They don't get to practice in pads but so many days. So development occurs in December for us, and that's what we've been focused on.
Yeah, man, I hate to give Kirby props, but
I know you do.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. At the end of the day, like, I saw a kid that was on Florida he posted like, "Hey coaches, I'm still available and down to play." And he was a guy he was a JUCO guy. He got a scholarship to come to Florida. Came, played for 1 year. He got in some games. He didn't go crazy, but he didn't. It was like a regular season for somebody. He hit the portal and he sat out all this year because nobody picked him up. So now you're looking at, I'm begging to get picked up on a team when you were on a team, you probably would have been in a starting position this year, but you jumped into the portal. And I think, and you didn't get better. And once your name is gone, it's like, I got 85 guys like running back this year. It seemed like every school starting running back has hit the portal.
Yeah, but it ain't really but one we really want though, and that's your boy. Bun, what do you say? Bun not going nowhere. Y'all done came and gave him a bag. Is that what happened?
Well, we gave him a bag anyway. He just wanted to know who the running back coach was and how he'd be used. So they went and told it to him. Shout out to John Summerall. He went out there the day after his daddy's funeral. He flew out to go see ball.
Horrible.
Yeah, man.
Horrible. Microwave era. These kids don't want to develop. No, man. Not when Texas is gonna give me $5 million right now. I can live with that. You know what I'm saying? But I hate to put it like that, and I hate to be like that. And you should be looking at the bigger picture and the bigger bag. But like Kirby just said, how many people truly really make it in the NFL? They typically cut you. How many people really make it to that big bag? So I kind of get what they're saying. I get Kirby's side of it, but I get the kid's side too. If you got somebody who's going to give me $5, $6, $7 million at this moment, now again, everybody ain't getting that. But in certain instances, you got kids like look at Carson Beck making $4 million. Do you think at the end of the day he would have got drafted somewhere to get that kind of money? Look at Shador. Shador was making buku money in college. Got drafted in the 5th round, 6th round. He got a $200,000 contract. Like, what are we talking about? So I can understand what the coaches are saying. I can get it. But if they offer me a bag over here, I'm gonna go over here and take my chances over here.
Yeah,
that's just me. I get both sides of the ball. I get the coaches, I get the players and the athletes too. So I truly do understand. It's a tough choice. Miami versus Ohio State. Let's hear something real quick. What Jeremiah Smith had to say about this match?
I mean, you see all over the internet, all over Twitter, they still talking about that. It's 20 years later, but they're still worried about it. But we got something for them come New Year's Eve.
They still talking about it 20 years later. I wonder what he was talking about when he said that. What you think he was talking about? When he's talking about Miami, they still talking about that thing 20 years later. Probably that championship that they won a long time ago. But anyway.
A broke knee and a broke spirit.
Miami will go into, what are they playing at? I can't even see.
The Cotton Bowl.
Cotton Bowl. They will go down to Texas and play Ohio State, man, the number 2 team in the nation versus number 10 team in the nation. What are your expectations and what is the deciding factor for this game?
The deciding factor is, what is Miami offense really going to do? If they play like they played against, I don't know, maybe the last 2 games of the season where they actually moved the ball, they passed the ball well, they ran the ball well, they blocked, they were good. They play how they did against Texas A&M, that game over by the first quarter. You're not going to come out and rely. You cannot rely on what's Tony? I forgot. I was about to call him Kadarius Tony. I know that ain't it. There's no way you're going to. There's no way you're going to come out and rely on him. I don't care if you're trying to force him the ball, try to do reverses, you try to do screens, but like you have to play complementary football. You have to. He might get 2 targets this game. You better spread that ball around. You better make them respect the whole wide receiver core and run the ball. Mark Fletcher is a great running back. Run your team. Your O-line is 6'7", 350 pounds. Run the ball. If you can do anything against Ohio State, run the ball and then pop them over the top. Then you can do the play action. Then you can do the little trick plays. Then you can do that stuff. You have to run the ball. It needs to be like 40 carries for the Miami Hurricanes team for them to win. They have to run the ball.
I think this will probably be the first, and I said this before, this is probably the first team Miami's going to play defensive wide that has so many NFL-ready guys. You know what I mean? You got Caleb Downs up there in the back end who's probably all-world. So you're talking about running the ball. You got to. That's the only way you really neutralize him and take him out of the game is if you run the ball and make him kind of come play downhill, which he can. Don't get me wrong. The boy can do it all. But if you can take him out of that back end and kind of get him out of that back pedal and, like you said, get him to step up or at least hesitate and check on the run for a moment and you can throw it over his head, I think Miami have the skilled guys to do it. Miami has the big guys up front to do it. Will the coaching staff actually execute that game plan? I don't know. I think if you go in there and it's a shootout and you rely on Carson Beck, I think you're going to come up short. I think Carson Beck comes up short in a lot of big moments, and the lights are too big for him. I think last game, when they needed Carson Beck the most to really make a play and to really help them really kind of separating and run away with their game, he couldn't. I think it kind of took a punt return for them to kind of take it off, if I'm not mistaken. But
it was just a late handoff.
Oh yeah. So Tony is all world. I think they have something in that kid. I think he's probably there you go, JoJo. Yes, you need JoJo and CJ. They both have to have big games. You can't just rely on Tony because I don't think Tony has the size to. If you really focus on him as a defense, I don't really think Tony has the size to really kill you. I think his speed is more of anything is what's gonna stop you. So if you can play back and keep everything in front of you, you can beat Miami that way. But I think it'll be a good game. It's probably the most interesting game I'm looking forward to seeing, only because of the matchups and the style of football that they both play. Who can run the ball? Who can control the clock? That's who will win the game.
Now, going back to Kel's statement when he says short pass and cross routes, I think against many other teams that would work. Ohio State defense is faster than Miami's offense, and they play zone defense very well. You'll be better. They're not going to sit back and run man and be chasing guys all across it. They're not going to do that. Mm-hmm. They may play man underneath and have a linebacker sitting up there and then a guy drop. They're very exotic when it comes to their defense. Caleb Downs is going to be up top. He's going to be in the box. He's going to be all over. I think what you have to do is just create space. I think you have to spread the offense sideline to sideline, put Tony in the middle, and maybe or put him on the outside, have JoJo going across, make them think, make the safeties make a decision. And I don't know that Miami's offense is like that. Miami's offense is who it is. Like, they're going to do bubble screens. They're going to do tunnel screens. They're going to run the ball. They're going to go deep routes, post out the slot. That post out the slot, if number 2 back there, don't do it. You throw it across the middle. Don't do it. If you're running, you think you're going to run the shallow cross, don't do it. He's going to take their head off. Like, you're playing against the best safety in the country.
Yeah,
easily the best safety.
Caleb Downs is like that. Yeah, he's going to go into the NFL and probably be one of the top 5 safeties in the NFL immediately.
Yeah, immediately. Bro, the offense that Miami runs isn't a great matchup based on how Ohio State defense is. It's just not a good matchup for them. That's why they have to come out and run the ball. You're going to have to put Tony in the backfield, have him running routes out the backfield. Like, you're going to have to do something that you've never done or you don't do to beat Ohio State. Now, if you're playing against Oregon, maybe. If you're playing against Bama, sure. But Ohio State defense is different. They play defense differently. They play very exotic. They play very, like, they send blitzes from the left side, drop the defensive tackle back in coverage, and they, like, it's very all over the place. And I don't know that your OC is good enough to beat that and still have to deal with, hey, you might have to play a shootout game because you still got to cover Jeremiah Smith. You still got to cover Ennis. You still got to cover, like, they have mad wide receivers over there. Number 1 wide receivers, running backs, tight, like, this is probably going to be Miami's hardest game that they played all year.
Have to show out. He's going to have to show out. But you got to think, too, Jeremiah Smith going to definitely have a chip on his shoulder. He's playing this game, and he coming into this game already knowing what type of game it's going to be. And it's going to – we don't have – nobody said we didn't have wide receivers.
I'm just saying.
Just said they have cornerbacks to match your wide receivers. And they can match all of them across the board. If you put four wide, they can go four dime defense and match up real well. And like KB said, they're not really a man team. So those crossing routes and those under routes and those little rub routes, all those man beater routes, not going to really work because Ohio State can play zone and still get to your quarterback. That's the key to it. Can they get to your boy, Carson Beck? And if they get to him early, he get them happy feet.
Yeah, now, can Ruben Bain, Messidor,
they can. Ruben Bain can do his thing. Now, Ruben Bain probably the best defensive player, second best defensive player in this game. You probably have two of the top 3 or 4 defensive guys in this game with Ruben Bain and your boy Caleb Dawgs.
It's going to be interesting because this is the game that they're going to show in the highlights for the NFL draft for either Ruben Bain or the tackle that he's going against. It's going to be one or the other. It's going to be very interesting. Like, I think Ruben Bain I think he impacts the game. He may not get all the stats, you know what I'm saying, the sacks and stuff, but he definitely impacts the game with the pressures. But he has to get it. He has to get Messidor. I think Bain gets a lot of the credit, but I think the boy on the other end, a lot of attention goes to him as well. Like, Ruben Bain gets a lot of one-on-ones because of the other boy. So I think they have to be it has to be complimentary. But that pass rush only work if you in passing situations. If I can run the ball down your throat, I don't know. Is number 1 healthy? Their linebacker boy was concussed last game. Is he healthy? Is he back sharp? Like, it's a lot, man. That's definitely going to be probably one of the best games.
Oh yeah, definitely, sure. Hands down. Everybody's sitting around waiting on that one. We're gonna all be in the group chat talking about that game. Every play gonna matter. Kale's gonna be in there. Every play cussing somebody out, or yelling at the top of his lungs, screaming. So that's what you like about college football. That's the pageantry you get when it comes to college football, man.
Look, and if it's anything, if y'all keep them within the field goal, Ohio State gonna miss that. So. Hey, man, you keep it within the field goal. Ohio State they're going to miss it every time. Wide right every time. And history can be made if Miami wins. This will be their first bowl. This will be their second bowl win in 20 years?
Kill said, throw the flag. God damn it, they holding my boy. Throw the flag, bro.
Yeah, y'all D-line is legit. But if they can win this bowl, Mario will have finally won a bowl game at Miami. Ooh. And history in the making right here. So we could be saying a lot of things.
Could be. Or it could be back where we were last year. Man. So man, pretty good games coming up, man. Can't wait. New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. Man, we can't wait. I know I can't. I'm excited about it. But yeah, let's see what we got. NFL had already popped off this week, man. We had a couple games yesterday. Did you get to check out any of the games yesterday, my boy?
No.
Okay, so no real playoff, really prediction type games, I think.
Oh, wait, I did see the Ravens. Baltimore. I saw some stuff. They had the cheese graters on their head. And
there we go. We won a playoff game and been.
But what y'all gonna do with it? It matters.
Yeah, boy, go, man. Miami versus Florida is always a fun rivalry. So NFL, man, big week in the NFL when it comes to the games and the matchups. Give me 1 second here. I actually had a graphic here. Did I put it up already? Bro, I got a graphic that was pretty cool, man. Kind of broke down the playoff situation and the scenarios and what we were looking at when it comes to those games. Bam, there you go, my boy. You already got it. Yes. So starting with the NFC, man. The Rams play the Falcons on Monday night. Now, can we play spoiler? Of course, we're not in it, but can we play spoiler and go in there and knock them out of first place and put the Bears into the first place? I think so. Falcons play pretty good on prime time. Okay, fellas. Yeah, boy.
I agree.
Hey, so if I told you at the beginning of the season that you had the Bears actually in the playoffs, wait a minute, is this right? I think the Panthers are in the first place, my boy. Unless something changed, I could be tripping. But I thought the Panthers were in first place, but I could be wrong.
This is fourth. We're going into week 17.
Yeah, I think we are a week off. This is from the week prior, so my apologies. Yeah, we're a week off with this one. Let's go back to the.
I got you. Hold on.
Yeah, we in the wrong. That's the wrong week. My bad. Lions out. Panthers are in first. I thought so. So my bad. I had the wrong graphic up. I actually grabbed the graphic from last week. So my bad. My apologies about that. KB will get it fixed. Seattle is going to be the number 1 seed. I can see that. There we go. I got it down. Boom. Appreciate that, KB's, because I was definitely off.
No, this is based off of this morning.
Wow. So how did the Bucks jump the Panthers? Because last time, did they play last week? They play again next week too, and I think that'll be winner take all, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm not sure how the Panthers jumped back down to second place or in the hunt when they were actually leading the division. So I have to take a look at that. But Jacksonville definitely a shock, man. If you told me Jacksonville was going to be anywhere near the 3 seed, 2 seed, 1 seed, or even have the possibility of being a 1 seed, that's crazy. That's the percentages. Oh, okay. Kelsey, that's the percentages. That's not the actual playoff picture. That's cool. We'll roll with it. I don't like the Panthers anyway, so don't really bother me with saying they're not in first place. But I do believe the Panthers are in first place in the division. So, all right, so get ready to go into the last week of the season. Is it one more week after this, or this is it? Yeah, we got one more week after this. 18 weeks in the NFL as of now. Do you think the Patriots? Who do you think will get the number 1 seed in the AFC?
It looked like the Broncos probably.
Denver's won 11 straight games, 12 straight games, have not lost since.
Here you go. I got you in a new one.
Okay, we might have what we're looking for.
Yeah, man, I got you. You know what I'm saying? There. So all these teams have clinched, and there's one spot left. And in the hunt is the Steelers and the Panthers. So these teams have been locked in. These are the standard.
The Packers with the loss yesterday?
Yeah, this is as of today.
Damn.
Yep.
All right, so cool. All right, so we got to lay it out. Damn.
Sheesh.
There's a lot of movement going on with these playoffs, man. It's a lot about that team. All right, so let's get back on track, man, as we wrap this thing up. Let's look at the games for today, and let's see what we have, and let's see how it will affect these playoffs. How about that part? Because I don't know why, bro. Everything I say this morning has gone. I got a new phone for Christmas too.
Hey, shout out!
That kind of messed me up this morning when you try to go back to all your old stuff you got saved and looked at. It's like, nah, brother, can't do that.
So we can pull up the schedule right here.
The Chargers yesterday. Okay, perfect. Wow, man, you got it right now. Seahawks at the Panthers.
Ooh, this is big for the Panthers.
Right. I would say Panthers need this game. Seahawks need this game too, because you don't want to go on the road if you don't have to. So this one's going to be a tough one. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks, man. Give me the Seahawks for the win on that one.
I'm gonna go with the Panthers, man. Yeah. I'm going with the Panthers.
You got the Cardinals at the Bengals. Both these teams should be trying to lose to improve their playoff spot or their draft stock. But if I had to pick a team to win, give me the Bengals. At least the Bengals have T. Higgins and they still have Jamar Chase out there doing their thing. So if they had to pick a story or pick one of these two, pick one of the two, I'll go with one of them. So KB done took it off the screen.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know it took off both. My bad.
Buccaneers at the Dolphins. Who you
got? Buccaneers.
Yeah, Bucs need this game. They need to stay on pace with the Panthers. So I can't see a scenario where both the Panthers and the Bucs lose today. Don't get me wrong. Quinn Ewers is playing. I don't think he'll get in there and get the job done. Give me the Panthers, man. I mean, I'm sorry. Give me the Bucs. Give me the Bucs for the win at the Dolphins. Saints at the Titans. Number 1 pick versus number 2 pick.
I mean, we're in a battle
next
for number
year's
1
draft.
pick.
I'm sorry. Yeah, right. The winning team should get to pick whether they want a win or a loss on the record. How about that? That's what they should do. Like, if you win, you can choose to put an L on the record so you can improve your draft stock if you want to. That would be funny. But give me the Titans, man. Give me the Titans for the win. Y'all know I'm never picking the Saints. I think I was going to pick the Saints not one time this season, so I'm not going to start now. So
I'm wondering how ugly of a game this is going to be between the Saints and the Titans. I think if they were playing, like legit playing, the Titans would win. But it's going to be very interesting to see how hard they try. Because I know my Raiders not trying. We'll talk about that in a second. I'm a rock toss away from leaving them boys.
Leaving? No.
Bro, it's disgusting, man. Like, it's just disgusting. So we can go ahead and move on to it. The Raiders and the Giants.
When you hired Pete Carroll, first of all, let's start there. So you hired Pete Carroll.
It's one, yes. But then you place Max Crosby on the IR. So that way.
What's going on with that situation? I see him shooting basketball in the gym with the kids, and he don't look like he hurt to me. So
because he's not. The team placed him on IR because they want to lock up the number 1 pick. Okay. And him playing would potentially impact the game. So they placed him on IR. So his response, he left the facility. He was like, what the hell? Like, you don't want me to play because so y'all can lose. So he left the facility and he's been playing a bunch of sports, showing you that he's not injured one bit. I don't think he can come out and say they're lying. I'm not injured, but he's doing everything physically to show you that he's not injured. And I think the Giants did as well. I think they set like 3 or 4 guys on IR. It's like a battle of trying to get the number 1 pick.
I'm pretty sure that there are statistical bonuses that these guys are being disqualified from and stuff like that, and little things in those contracts that they probably can't get to, little incentives that they can't meet now because you've taken me out of the game or the last 2 games. So yeah, especially if it's something like that where it's going to affect my dojo and affect my money, I'm definitely with Max Crosby on that. That's BS. I'm going to do everything I can to show that, hey, I'm not hurt. There's nothing wrong with me. I should be playing as well. But if I'm the owner, I come to him too and be like, hey, bro, what I need to give you to send you home. That's what I should have did. You know what I mean? What you need? You need a car. You need a house. You want to use the plane for a week. Like, what do you need from me to send you home happy? And maybe it's nothing. Maybe bro just wants to play because he just loves the game that much. And I'm cool with that. And if that's the case, then we have to have a whole different type of conversation. You might not be the right player that fits my organization. Just me. So that's how I look at it as I'm a millionaire. If I got millions of dollars, you're not going to tell me what you're going to do. And I'm giving you my money. I'm just not going to do that. If I want you to go home, we'll figure it out. If you don't want to go, we'll figure out where you can go somewhere and you can do that kind of stuff and make them kind of calls. But I don't think Al Davis is the type of owner that's going to let a player kind of dictate what they want to do. I feel like Al Davis is kind of like one of them owners like, oh, if you don't want to do it, you go do it over there.
Al Davis.
That's just me.
Yeah, but you know.
I mean, what's the son's name?
I think Mark Davis. But yeah.
Mark, excuse me, not Al. Mark. Well,
we making decisions.
We know Al was a piece of work.
He wasn't going for this.
Yeah.
He was like, hell no. I don't care.
What's the next game we got on the docket? Oh, game of the week, man. And they say it's horrible, horrible conditions for this game. Worst conditions that the NFL has played in a long time. The Philadelphia Eagles are at the Buffalo Bills. Both of those teams need this game. And they say the weather is really, really bad. It was predicted to be pretty bad. So
Oh, I got the Bills and well, actually, I don't know, man.
That's a Saquon game to me. I think Saquon should have about 200 yards.
But Cook be getting busy.
Yeah, his dog.
And I think this is when you had.
Did you catch that? I ain't gonna be caught it.
I think this is also a game where you may see the physical, the AJ Brown, like the physical wide receiver be, where he don't got to be shifty. I can just put my body in front of yours and just get the ball. I'm gonna go with the Eagles on this one. That makes it good. They'd be 11-5. Bills 11-5. Then you got the Bears and the 49ers. I think the Bears will win that game. So
that's 11-5. I'm gonna go with the 49ers on that one. They've been cooking the last few weeks, and Kyle Shanahan has been showing why he is one of the best coaches in the league. Even through all the injuries they've had, he still got the boys in the playoff. He still got the boys looking like they can be a number one seed. And the Super Bowl is played this year in Candlestick. The Super Bowl will be played in their house. You don't think he want to get there and get that trophy?
That'd be
dope. No, man. San Francisco gonna be a tough out. San Francisco been playing pretty good. They're getting healthier. We're gonna see. Let's not sleep on San Francisco, man. If I had to pick a dark horse going into the playoffs, or a team you just didn't want to come to your house to play against you, like Philadelphia versus San Francisco, I think San Francisco clip them. I think San Francisco clip almost all the NFC home teams in the playoffs except for maybe the Seahawks. They haven't played the Seahawks very well this year, but yeah, man, I can see it. I like the 49ers. Give me the 49ers.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bears. Yeah.
We'll see. All right. Rams at the Falcons. I already told y'all what time it is. So I've had sources, and sources come and go, that have told me that Arthur Blank will probably consider giving Raheem Morris another season. From what I'm being told, Raheem Morris will not be gone. But then again, there's another source that came to me and said that they're hiring a sports firm to check the the welfare of the team and the fan base. And bro, we ain't been to the playoffs in 8 years. I don't know why you got to hire somebody to tell y'all we tired. We hurting over here. We tired of playing meaningless football games at the end of December.
At least be playing for a draft pick,
right, or something, bro. We ain't even got that. We gave it to San Francisco. I mean, to the Rams. So beating the Rams, not only will it kind of help soften the blow from that, but the Rams are definitely going to be trying to beat you because they want to improve that draft pick they got. So this game, man, will tell a lot, especially for Kirk Cousins. I think it's a huge game for Kirk, only because Kirk is still believing that he can be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Whether that be on Atlanta next year or another team, this is his chance to really go out there and prove it versus a contending team, a team that we know is going to be in the fight, a team that we know is in the mix, a team that's trying to be a number one seed right now. If Kirk can go out here and somehow get this Falcons team to a W or a win, or even look competitive for a chance to win this game, I think it helps Kirk, and I think Kirk will probably try to put on his best effort, and he'll probably try to be the best game of the season for Kirk. Because he knows it's Monday night, everybody's watching. You're going against the Rams, one of the top teams in the NFL. Can you still get the job done? Are you still that guy?
The worst thing that can happen for the Falcons is that as Kirk Cousins comes out.
The worst thing for us is playing next year.
But I think it's one of those things where you sit back, you show like, okay, we went to the draft. Now, okay, do you get another quarterback?
You got to. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, I don't think you can bring, even if Kirk plays well and does good, you can't bring Kirk back in here. And I definitely believe if you fire Raheem and fire Terry Fontenot, which I wouldn't do, I wouldn't fire the GM. I may get rid of the coach, but again, I don't think they'll do either. But I know Kirk Cousins won't be a quarterback on the Atlanta Falcons next season. I think his cap hit is like $10 million if you cut him versus a $30 million cap hit if you keep him. So, of course, you're going to have to cut him. But again, he might be the fit, or he might be the right fit for the job next season. Me personally, I looked at those two young guys last night with Huntley and Willis.
Well,
Give me Malik Willis, man. Malik made some throws last night, and I'm looking at the Titans like, was it really him that was the issue, or was it the coaching staff that's now gone that was the issue?
Yeah.
Because Malik made some plays last night, dog, and some throws last night that I was like, oh, my God.
People forget.
This boy can actually play. This boy can actually do his thing. I think he got hurt in the game, at the end of the game, toward the end of the game. But Malik Willis can be my starting quarterback in Atlanta. Or Tyler Huntley. Huntley can be my quarterback as well. He stepped in for Lamar. He's kind of limited in the passing game, but he kind of makes up for that with his legs. And he got some giddy up to him. I do like that part about his game, but I don't think Huntley can get you more than 8 to 9 wins, maybe.
No.
So
you don't want Huntley. If you can go get Willis, go get him. I think he was wasn't as bad as where he dropped in the draft. He wasn't as good as like a first round pick, but he wasn't a third, fourth round caliber guy. He has a cannon. He's athletic. I think what we saw was his playing loose. I think the pressure that he had in Tennessee was just a lot, but I also think that's what happened to Will Levis. I think that's
Will Levis was just bad.
Well, yes, he's bad. Yeah, but I mean,
bad.
It took Cam Ward a minute. Shout out to Shamir DK for saving him a lot. Shout out to my Gators for making him look remotely solid. I just think the Titans organization is just bad if you're a quarterback. And I think that right now it's Cam Ward's turn. And hopefully he gets out of there soon.
I don't think he get out of it. I think the Titans are building for the future because they have that new stadium coming in 2 years. So they want to be competitive, at least going into the new stadium. That's why I think they made that pick to take Willis. Not Willis, but to take your boy.
I just don't think they're a good organization.
I don't argue with that.
Malik Willis.
You mean?
But Malik Willis would fit the bill for the Falcons for sure. Like you may have to overpay for him. Like you may have to throw out like a third or something like that. But I think it's worth it if you get a guy like he's going to be our starting quarterback. That takes off the have to get a first round guy. You can make him wait to the second, third round guy
or you can wait on Penix at that point. You can literally see how Penix is going to progress within his injury. And if he can't come back and be who he was or who he potentially could be, then you kind of like no harm, no foul. We still got Malik. You got Penix on a rookie contract and a rookie deal. Malik, you're going to give probably like a mid-level deal. So, it is what it is. You still won't have that much invested in the quarterback room after you just gave Kirk $120 million. So, like I said, again, I'm kind of cool with that theory. I'm kind of cool with that method of going with a guy like that. Mac Jones out there with San Francisco who looked pretty good. Tua Tagovailoa, no, I'm straight. I'm good. I don't want to see it. I think Tua is one hit away from us seeing him ever play football again. And I don't definitely want to see that happen on my field. So I'm good with that, man. But give me the Falcons to win this game by last second field goal or something like that. Walk off.
Hey, good luck.
Bro, what you got for Christmas, man?
So if you see this nice, you know what I'm saying? Can't go wrong with Gator gear. She got me some Gator stuff.
I thought she loved you.
Come on, man. She did.
Lord, have mercy.
Shout out there. She got me some J's.
She got the one with the real jump man on there, or he kind of like doing the layup, not the dunk.
She got me some nice I forgot what number it is. But no, it's some nice white silver joints go perfect with my Raider gear.
Silver.
What? Yeah, man.
Okay. You got to show us that time. We got to make sure. We got to make sure them thing ain't no Mexican joints.
Nah, man. Nah.
I'm just talking.
Shout out to the wifey. What else I get? I got that gear. She gave me some nice smell goods. You know what I'm saying? I got that, and I'm getting my motorcycle and all that stuff soon. So I ain't gonna. She took me to the Dave Chappelle. That was something. She took me to Dave Chappelle comedy show. that was dope. So I got to go there. Great seats. Great seats. He was watching our section. People were getting up in our section like to leave early, and he was calling their ass out. Like we were like right there. So it was dope. Got her a bunch of stuff, kid stuff. So yeah, man. It was good holidays for everybody in the crib. How about yourself, man? I see you got the metas on.
Yeah, man. I'm sitting here. I can record you as you record me, basically, type stuff. So yeah, she got the medals, man. I've been playing with them, learning how to work them. They're pretty cool. I had a little family function I went to yesterday. I got to go in there and chop the film up and edit the film. But yeah, man, they pretty dope, man. I can't complain. Start recording, and you start seeing the light popping on, and you just kind of go from there, man. And so much easier and convenient than having a phone. I will say that, and trying to get a picture together. And especially when you got little kids and people, you can just like, hey, let me take a picture real quick. And boop, and you snap the picture and it's going. So very dope. Always listening to music because you can hear the music from them. So that's another key to it for me, man.
Yeah.
So
I
listen to the music and the voice, man. I haven't got a chance to use the translate yet. I'm going to the nail shop. I'm going to go in there and use the translate and see how that works and see what I can go in there and listen to. I can't wait to do that too, man. So that's the next thing I'm going to do. But outside of that, I got a nice Michael Kors laptop bag for work. Can't wait to break that thing out at the job. I got a bunch of UGA stuff and memorabilia to hang up. I got a bunch of stuff, bro. I had the shoes, like you said, shoes, clothes, jewelry, you name it, right? I probably got it. So yeah, man, good day, man.
Shout out to Wise, man. Y'all was on one this Christmas.
Yeah, I will say that, man. I posted a picture on my personal pages where my daughter actually wanted her room redid. So we sent her away for a few days. As soon as we got out of school on Friday, I think she left. And I picked her up Christmas Eve from my in-laws because we went down there and did the gingerbread houses and everything. So we left, me and her left the in-laws, and my mom, my wife and my son, they went on to the house. So we had already redid her room. My wife had painted her room. My wife, shout out to the wife and shout out to her sister, my sister-in-law. They repainted her room. She got brand new bed, brand new dressers, lights out, everything, the whole nine. So on the way home, for me and Caitlin, we were driving home, and I was like, all right, Christmas is tomorrow. What's the one thing like you really want? Like, what to set it off for you? Because I knew it would be two things. It was either going to be that room or a cell phone, and I already had both. So she was like, I think it'll be my room. If I got my bed that I wanted and my wall, my decorations, she said, that'll do it. So I texted the wife, got to the red light. I texted the wife, so I said, I think you got her. That's what she said. So we get home, man, and I'm about to upload the video. I wish I had time, I would have uploaded it. But she walked through the hallway, and I'm recording. She don't even know it. And she opened the door and just busted into tears. Just crying, like boo-hoo crying, like ugly face crying. And I'm like, oh, God.
That's the win right there. That's
the win. So that was the highlight of it. The next morning we get up, still giving her gifts, and everything was open and everything was done. And I came in there, I was like, oh, shoot, I forgot to give you. So, yeah, one more. I handed it to her, and I held it at my phone, and I hit her name. I hit call, and it started ringing. But she immediately busted into tears again. So it was just like, get them reactions. Because my son, he ain't going to get it to you. He cold-blooded. He ain't going to get it to you. He stone-faced like, oh, this is cool. And that's him being excited. Like, that's top of the line. Like, oh, this is cool. So that was it, man. That was the highlight of the holiday for me, man. Just to see the little one just do the ugly face crying. Yeah, that was it. That was it.
The same thing. Jalen got his PS5. That boy was just like, yes. And I was like, that's it. He was like, yeah, that's it. I was like, all right. Ariana got her little drawing tablet. She was like, I want to draw, and my tablet and all that. Gave it to her. Opened it up. That was it. I was like, now the only one that showed excitement was Cameron, this little one. He's a Rams fan. No idea. I just think no idea where it came from. He just every morning before school, he goes on YouTube and he just watches football. He'll like pull up the football and be watching football like he's 6. So I'll be like, hey, he knows all the teams. He Rams. So the last month I've been like, naming teams. I'm like, you like them? He like, no, Rams. So I told everybody like, hey, you get him something like he likes Rams. He got a little Ram football helmet, Ram jersey, like a little uniform.
Yeah,
like Mad Rams football socks.
Oh, that's dope.
He been on that Rams, them footballs. He been carrying them footballs around the house like they the Holy Grail, boy. So anything Rams, yeah. So hopefully the Rams come and play the Cowboys sometime next season. I'm gonna take it to him because he loves. I don't no idea where it came from, but hey, man, he likes somebody, so I'll take it.
Hey, man, right. So yeah, that was it, man. We hope everybody, man, had a blessed holiday, man. Got the new year coming up, man. Happy New Year, everybody, man. A lot of things me and KB kind of want to sit down and kind of iron out for the new year, man. But we just want to keep getting better and keep growing, man, and keep coming to y'all, man, and doing this because we love it. You know what I mean? That's why we do it and we enjoy it. So we appreciate y'all tuning in, man, and y'all locking in with the game. Going into 2026, man, we definitely going to take it to a whole new level and turn this thing all the way up. But KB's the Max. Take us out of here, my boy. We out. Make sure y'all hit like, follow, and share, man. Give us, if y'all don't do anything for your boy for Christmas, anything for your dog for New Year's, hit like, hit follow, and hit share. That's all we ask.
That's it. Simple. We simpleton. That's it. Till next time, man. Happy New Year. We'll see y'all next year. Later.
I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.